Hey everyone, I'm going to be giving you an interior video and a driving video of this immaculate 2004 Ford Excursion Eddie Bauer. The Eddie Bauer is by far my favorite. I bought this truck from its original owner a year and a half ago. Actually, some people that I was very good friends with, and I just always loved their Excursion. They were meticulous about it. It was always garaged. It was serviced at Jasper Ford, the place it was purchased from, its entire life. And they finally called me one day and said, hey, if you want it, it's yours. So it's a beauty. Original paint, they just maintained it so well. It's a beautiful, beautiful Excursion. I had the engine completely rebuilt and bulletproofed. It has 280,000 miles on the frame, but the engine has just over 1,000 on it since it's been completely rebuilt and bulletproofed. And I have all the receipts and paperwork. I spared no expense. And man, I tell you, it has so much power now. I found the exact Eddie Bauer two-tone leather, and this is genuine Ford Eddie Bauer two-tone leather, just like the new ones. I had them professionally installed, so it's brand new seats. And this one was loaded out. It has the heated seat package, power seats, all the controls on the steering wheel, and you can just tell it was really well kept. All the buttons are still in really great shape. Just a slight bit of wear on the steering wheel, but if you know Excursions, that was the first thing to wear, and most look way worse than that. And all stock. I mean, everything is stock. And again, all the buttons look beautiful. It's super clean. You can just tell it was really, really well taken care of. I just had brand new tires put on it. Let me show you the back here. All the power windows work. All the door locks work. Again, you can tell this was not a workhorse or a kid hauler. The seats are in great shape. The third row was stored in their basement, so no one's ever sat on it, I don't think. It still has the marks from where it was folded down in storage. But again, spare tire cover, beautiful. Obviously no rust. It was garage kept its entire life. The paint looks brand new. All the stickers and markings are still there. And even look at just like the stuff like this, like the pedal. I mean, usually, you know, cars this age would have a worn out pedal or something, but not this one. Absolutely nothing needs to be done to it. I have spent so much money making this the most perfect truck I could. WeatherTech mats all around. No like scrapes or marks here in the back area where a lot of people used to just demolish these back here, but not this one. Very, very beautiful condition. And this was the coolest part about an Excursion. I just loved how it had barn doors and a hatch. Very cool. Let's go take it for a drive and have some fun. Put it on wide angle. Again, this has been a rebuilt 6-liter engine. A lot of people hate on the 6.0s. This is the first one I've ever had. I've had 7.3s before, but I've never had a 6.0. Cranks right up. So again, it has 280,000 miles on it, but if you look at the paperwork from when I had the engine pulled and completely rebuilt and bulletproofed, it has barely over 1,000 miles on the engine now. And just a great thing I was told to do with a 6-liter. 6 liters I've heard had issues. It didn't when I had it, but I wanted more power, and I wanted it to essentially be a brand new truck. So that's why I had it pulled and rebuilt and bulletproofed, and it's a 1,000,000-mile engine now. That's what everybody says about it. Again, everything works. All the windows. all the locks. And if you know Excursions, you know these are the first things to go out. This one still works because, again, it was always garaged and just so well taken care of. All the stickers still in place. And look at that, just beautiful. The Eddie Bauer is the best because I love the two-tone seats. And again, this one had all the options, heated seats.
Fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts.
Radio works great. Four-wheel drive works great. The cruise control works. Literally nothing doesn't work on this. I did have a $3,000 radar detector laser scrambler put in. This is the control for that, and the sensors are hidden in the grill, so cops will never see it. It's a really smart system. It's called the Passport. You can Google it. It's the best they make. People put them in like Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Just really awesome. And trust me, with this truck you need it because this thing hauls butt. Like I said, bulletproof, rebuilt, 6-liter, and man, it gives you so much more horsepower and so much more torque. So when they did that, they had to rebuild the transmission to handle all the extra power that the new engine, or the rebuilt engine, was processing. So brand new transmission, essentially a brand new engine, and all the steering components have been replaced. I wanted tight steering. I just recently had a new starter put in, obviously new batteries, new glow plugs. The turbo is rebuilt. Sorry, this is a bit of a curvy road, residential road. I'm gonna go slow here, but then I'm gonna get you out on the main road and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna show you what this baby can do. This is truly the biggest SUV anyone has ever made. Again, most were kept outside because they were so big they wouldn't fit in people's garage. You had to have, you know, kind of a custom home to be able to fit it. And this one was in one of those type homes. These people used this to take down to their house in Destin, Florida, and it was pretty much only used for that. And when people say highway mileage, you know, I'm like, yeah, right. No, this was, I knew these people. It was literally used to go down to Florida, so it's highway mileage. And that's why the interior and exterior look the way it does. And also why, you know, the paint's in flawless, like new condition. So you can see everything works. We've got the gas gauge, the oil pressure is right there in the middle where you want it to be. Trans temp is right there in the middle where you want it to be. And the water temp is right there in the middle where you want it to be. So we're looking good. And I chose to keep the exhaust stock. I don't like, you know, big, crazy, like loud exhaust. Really, I like everything to be stock looking. But this new rebuilt engine puts out a really awesome throaty diesel sound. You know, it's got that diesel sound that you can't mistake. All right, we're gonna give it some juice here. Look at that, 60 miles an hour in about, what was that, 4 or 5 seconds? Look at that, over 60 miles an hour on a curve. My brand new BFGs handle it though. When I tell you this is a rocket, it's a rocket. There's some cars ahead of me, so I'll slow down again just to kind of show you what kind of torque and horsepower we're dealing with. But this is the fastest SUV I think I've ever had. The rebuilt turbo, the rebuilt engine, I mean, it's so quick and it has unlimited power. It is so fast. Again, steering components are all new, so it doesn't shake, it doesn't pull. You could drive it with one finger easily. It holds the road. And if you've never ridden or driven an Excursion, best driving and riding SUV you will ever have or ever be in, because they're enormous. They weigh 100 million pounds. So they hold the road. They feel like you're riding in a limousine. You don't feel a thing. You don't even have a floating feeling. It's glued to the ground, but it is just so comfortable. And these seats, you know, you sit high, you feel like you're the biggest thing on the road, because you are. But you're also, in this one, it's like, it's so fast. So you're humongous, but you're so fast, you can go so quick. It corners, it holds. You don't get that heavy body roll that you get in a lot of SUVs. $80 miles an hour from 40 miles an hour in like 3 seconds. So much power. I just like, it puts a smile on my face every time I do it. Since I've owned it, I've also had the brakes all, you know, serviced and checked out. So you've got no issues there. It brakes amazing. It corners amazing. It's so fast. I love the sound of that Bulletproof 6.0. It just puts out this awesome sound. It almost like hisses at you when you get on it. And that low end torque, it's like, it just wants to keep going. It doesn't want to stop. Let me do a quick turnaround for you guys. Here we go. See if we can have a little bit more fun before I let you go. Look at that. Around a corner too. So I'm going 80 miles an hour around a corner, and it is holding it. Woo! Look at that. How about 80 miles an hour over a bridge with one finger? Bam. Beautiful view. But yeah, 80. Look at that. 80 miles an hour, one finger, no issues. Big curve. Solid. I had to hug the center line just a little bit, you know, get a little rumble action there. But yeah, 70 miles an hour over a big curve. I'm telling you, everybody, the Excursion is the world's best SUV. This video proves it, hands down. To you 6.0 haters, you get it rebuilt and you get it bulletproofed, it'll beat your 7.3 all day long. Trust me, I know, I've had 7.3s. This is better. Way more power, way more torque, way more fun to drive. This is the Excursion to have, hands down. And again, world's best SUV. That's why they're going crazy. That's why they're becoming collector items. People know that they'll never make SUVs and trucks like this again. When the world's going electric, I'm going to the Excursion. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna have more fun. See ya.